Okay, boys and girls, to cover your book, you need a brown paper bag, best to have without a handle, scissors, tape, and of course your math book. Make sure that your math book has your name inside, first and last name, and then you can just go ahead and put the year for the date issued. So if your book ever gets lost, we know who it belongs to. All right, you take your brown paper bag, open it up like this. You are just going to cut down the side of the brown paper bag, just one corner you're cutting down. When you get to the bottom of the bag, you are going to cut out the bottom of the bag. So we're going to cut all four sides now to cut it out. We're not going to be using the bottom of the bag. So try to keep it on the corners the best you can. Just makes it for easier work later. And I'm just basically cutting out the bottom of the bag. I slit down one slit and then around the bottom. Almost done here. So the bottom is completely off. I'm not gonna need that, so I'm just gonna put it on my seat so I throw away my garbage later. Don't need the tape for a little bit either. If there is writing or something on your bag that you do not want, it's a little opposite, but that's what I'm going to face up. So I'm going to put my book on top of my paper bag, okay? And this writing I'm going to face up because when I cover it, I want it to be just the brown paper bag that I can write on and, decorate and things like that. So I put my book on here with the writing facing the book so it doesn't show. I am going to put it kind of in the middle so I have some paper on top and paper below. Excuse the bell, it's not time to go yet. And then I am going to crease the paper bag by holding the book down and just creasing the top of the book there. Now I can move the book away, and where this crease is, I am going to fold it all the way across. I'm going to end up having a little more bag than I need at the ends, but this will be good for now. So I'm going to fold it all the way across. Okay? So now I'm going to have a nice edge up there. Put the book back, where if you zoom in right here, that it's just a little bit, kind of hard to see on the wood counter too, but just a little bit is sticking out of the book, all right? At the bottom here, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the top, where I'm going to crease the top or the bottom by the edge of the book so I know where that is. Move my book up a bit so I can fold it over, okay? So there we go, it's folded over, crease it all the way down to the right, to the left. When I put my book back on here, I should have a little bit sticking out on the top and a little bit sticking out on the bottom. That's for when we put the corners in later, I'll have enough room. Okay, now I'm gonna find a place that I wanna fold this top part over. I wanna do it where the crease is gonna end up on the edge. That's just because I'm picky about that. Just me. And I'm going to fold it over like this, straighten anything out that I might need to straighten. Now I'm going to crease it again on this edge here, the edge of the book. Okay? When I open that up, again, there was my crease, so I'm going to fold it down. I am ready to put the top cover into this pocket. See how there's a pocket here? I'm going to put it into this pocket, the cover, and then my corner is going to be protected by this corner. It's all going to have all paper around and be protected on the inside and the out. So I'm putting my pockets, my book here in my pocket, and I'm going to slide it through so the corner matches up to where I creased it. And there is the top with my corners covered, because that's the part that gets ruined the most, okay? So that's ready. Now, I'm ready to do the bottom half where I'm gonna crease it again. Except I have so much paper bag left. I only want about 2 to 3 inches. Okay, so I'm gonna not use the rest of this bag. I cut 2 to 3 inches. This again is going with my garbage here so I can clean up later. So I'm creasing this side. Open up my book, fold it. Here again, I have my pockets to tuck my cover in. So I'm gonna put my cover, you're gonna come around this way. I'm gonna put my cover, the back cover here, into those pockets. So I'm just gonna slide it right in. And then wiggle it in nice so you don't rip it. If it was too tight, you're gonna have to re-crease this top part because that's why we had it just a tiny bit over the edge so that this wasn't too tight to come in. Remember when we had this bottom part a tiny bit over the edge when we showed it here earlier. So when I close it now, it should be snug on the binding here. It should be snug on both edges. I'm happy with how it is. So my last step is I'm just going to take a couple pieces of tape. One piece of tape, and I'm going to tape it right here from the cover to the back. But I want to make sure that my tape is on brown paper bag only. I don't want to put a piece of tape on the book because when I go to take that tape off later, it's going to stick to it. So I'm going to do that on the front, or the top and the bottom and the back, and then put it to the front, and I'm going to do it, my front cover, I'm going to do it to the top and the bottom of the front cover so it'll stay. Now, the cover can kind of slide as the book opens and closes. My name is right here inside, so if I lose my book, then I will know who it is. I also suggest you take a Sharpie marker, you write math on the front, and maybe the teacher and grade or house, something so that if it's left in Main Street or whatever, we can get it back to the right place. Okay? Thank you.